We need to talk as well, Mick, about Yang, because I don't know how many times on this podcast, on Hotline Live, we've mentioned Yang, and it usually is somewhere along the sentence of, I can't believe he's still even there. I can't believe he's still such a key man. He was brilliant at the weekend, I thought. Absolutely brilliant, the 2 goals. And he is kind of a key player for Celtic now.
There's no kind of about it. He plays every week. He's he's a bit like a lot of these players in this team right now. He's quite a bit of an enigma. I don't think anyone would predict him. He's now played over 100 games for Celtic. I don't think many people can quite believe that he's played over 100 games for Celtic. A bit part player at times, down the pecking order at times, but he'll come in, with a wee impact. I think Brendan Rodgers was always before was quite keen on him, but he was very flaky. He used to always say that the Brendan thing, if he's a player who thinks he's not up to much, he'll go, bless him, he works hard. He'd look, bless him. He used after a poor game and he'd go, bless him. We ran about, but it wasn't very good. And he can be frustrating. His decision making is a bit suspect at times, but he has got a trick in him. He can beat a man, and he's got a goal in him now. I think it's 8 for the season he's got. He's a really nice lad. We don't talk to him a lot. We spoke to him after the game on Saturday. I think the last time was after him. He scored against St Mirren, and Brendan Rodgers said that he was playing well because his girlfriend was in town. So somebody was to be asking about. So I think to myself, and the connotations that has, I thought that's maybe a risky question. So I thought, I don't think that I should maybe go down that path. But I did say to him, I said, you aware of this thing online about the Yang gang? And he burst out laughing, and he was doing it through interpreter. But he knew that we were asking in English, and he burst out laughing. He goes, yeah. He did English. He said, yeah, I've heard about the Yang gang. It's great and all that stuff. And we asked him about his language skills, and he actually started speaking to us in English. And he actually said to us, I can speak English to the rest of the boys, but I'm a bit nervous in an interview. That's why I give him an interpreter. So he knows he can communicate now. And from what I can gather, he's a popular lad in the dressing room. He's come across as a nice lad. And by the way, I think Celtic fans have given him a bit of a hard time over the years, I think, as well, and sometimes it's been wanted. But I think the punters are actually now appreciating that he does put in a shift. You can't fault the wee man for his effort. And you can say sometimes the final ball or the last pass or his link-up play sometimes and his decision making. You can listen. You can point fingers at all this kind of stuff. I get that, but you can't say he doesn't put in a shift.
Gives everything. Aye.
And I'm surprised he's still about. I was there. I was out in Kazakhstan. It feels like a lifetime ago now. The start of the season for that qualifier, and he turned down one of the worst performances I've ever seen individually for about 20 minutes. It was like, oh my word, this is appalling. However, subsequently, he's now been overtaken by Joe Mvuka's display against Rangers last weekend. The all-time epic worst performance I've ever seen. So he's got that gurney off his back as well. So listen, the wee man, he's going to need it because Mvuka's not going to cut it. I must admit, I chuckled when I heard Martin Neal after the game singing his praises. So I knew from the first training session and all that he was a player. I'm like, he just spent an entire January trying to replace him and failing. So obviously he's back to him again. But he's doing his job. He's got to have a big end to the season. But yeah, so fair play to him.
Aye, I think there's something about the fact that because he's taking a bit of stick, because he was famously in Birmingham and ready to sign for them and stuff. There's a bit of goodwill towards him because, like you say, he just doesn't stop running. He gives absolutely everything.
Some people have said that the likes of Dyson Maeda and Rio Tati look a bit huffy at times because maybe moves didn't come out. I don't quite buy that either, to be honest with you. I'm not sure I buy that either. But it's certainly not something you can label at Yang. There's no sign of him. Maybe you could say because he can't really tell how if he's been good or bad. I don't know. Maybe it's mood or his inconsistency affecting his performances. So maybe it's harder to tell. But in terms of the work rate, you can definitely tell. He puts in a shift, and his teammates appreciate it. I think he could be a bit better at protecting his fullbacks at times, but he does put in a shift. I don't think you can fault him. Listen, is he the long-term answer for Celtic's right wing? I would doubt anyone would say he is. Is he useful having him at the place? I think he probably is. I think he must be kept towards a point where his contract is.
I think he's got 2 years left still. I just go with that.
Right, I wasn't really sure. Because I think his last contract was a big like a 5-year, or it seems like a 5-year deal or something, isn't it?
5 years and 23.
One of these 5-year deals. So I think he's about for. Maybe it's not really on the agenda as yet, and it depends on new manager coming in what to think of him. But in the meantime, he's going to have a part to play, because he'll have to have a part to play, and he'll need to play well. But that's what Celtic are. Right, they've 8 games to go, and they need to play at their skins to get this job done.